So here we are at number 9. Just did the Christmas tree, stitched around the edge, and I realized I should have put O as in just O, you know, O, but I've put OH, but I'm not going to worry about that. It is what it is. So O Christmas tree, number 9, and this was already stitched, so I thought it was a perfect place to put it, and I just put one of Sally's Suffolk puffs there. The next one is Glory with the angel, and I've just done my angel. I've put red fabric under there, and then I've put some organza type fabric with stars. So this is it here. So it actually had silver on one side and gold on the other, and I preferred the gold, so I liked that. Even though I did like the silver, the gold brought out the red a lot more. I mucked up the cheeks a bit, so I just have to leave it, and we're still waiting for the purple air drying pen to work. I'm not going to use that again because that might not even come out. And I put Glory there, but then I forgot I need to put all the other words on. So I might unpick that and bring that down and have them there or something like that. But that's just for later date. I just need to get on and finish all the other prompts. So here we have Let It Snow. And the other one is the reindeer, which I have ready to be done on this one here. So where are we up to? I'm up to stitching the snowflake, and I'm just using, just getting it out. These, I thought I was going to do a bit of light pink and blue. I'll just get my, what's his name? Might just stick to this type of thread because it is a lot thicker than that. So here's a lovely pink. That's a lovely pink, but it is thin, isn't it? So maybe I should just stick to that because that will be thin as well. And if I can find, oh, here we go. Not as shiny as that one. What's this one here? DMC 5. That's Wonderful. It's thinner than that one, so let's just get rid of that one for now. It's here at the bottom. Same, I think. Ecru. Yeah, I think it's just that little bit thicker, which maybe it might not be so bad. Nearly exactly the same, but I think I like this one better. Let me see. Is that lighter pink? No, that's a rosy colour, isn't it? There's that one there, but that's very fine. Same with that. There's that lighter pink there, which I don't mind. I'm trying to use different threads, and these have got a bit of sheen to it. I'm not using this, but I'm just going to see what brand this is. Anchor. So it's a pearl cotton. So pearl must have that bit of a shine to it. Yes. Okay, let's see what I'm going to do. I do like that one. But I do like this too. It's not very pink. It hasn't got a lot of pink in it, has it? Are they both the same? they are. Ecru, yep. So let's work off that one. And I like that blue. And I really actually like this pink. And possibly that. So let's work off those so I don't get all confused with the colours. I know what I'm like, I'm bound to procrastinate, so I have done those. Maybe I might just see what that is there. I'll just continue on with this thread and then see what happens. Maybe I'll just change it over. And I don't know where I am actually up with this video. To be honest, I can't remember. So I hope you're all well and getting lots of stitching done before Christmas. Are you making stuff for Christmas with your stitchery projects? I haven't even thought about doing a project for Christmas. Turn my light on, that might be better for you. I'm just doing a back stitch. I do like the way Sally's done hers. Just a bit of satin stitch, but I find that just all too, if I have to do a lot of it, it just gets mucked up, so I'll just do a different sort of stitch altogether. Put my Christmas tree up yesterday. My girls came round and helped. One put the tree up, the other one did the decoration, so that was nice. It's a bit thick, that one, but not to worry. Not to worry. I'm glad I've just done this with the pen and not the air ink. The air eraser pen, it just doesn't seem to work. I've used it once before and it did the same thing. It took so long to disappear, and then in the end it still didn't all disappear. It just was ridiculous. So I think I might just discard those and not use them. Or actually I could use them for marking out, but just not this type of stuff. Where am I at the top? Certainly not for drawing on fabric. Oh dear. Been busy the last few days. Worked 3 days this week. Did a bit of shopping on Amazon. So I thought I better do something now. So they're coming. So that's good. I do need to go to the shop, but I'm just waiting on a message from the click and collect service, and then I'll go to the shops. Whether that's today or tomorrow, I don't know. I may even be able to do it later tonight. I keep forgetting that the shops are opened at night time, so I might be able to do that when my husband gets home. That one's a little bit crooked, that one. It's this one here. I'm just going to have to try and sneak it in, do a little sneaky stitch. What I didn't use was that mat with the sandpaper on it when I drew this, so the fabric just sort of went a little bit wonky, as it does. That's working out quite well. Now, something for the center, I do have like a pearly type button, or maybe a clear, maybe not a button, one of those, like a shank button. That's what I'm talking about. Now it makes it easy when you have a longer needle to do that type of running stitch. Right, I'm going to leave that there for that thread for now. And I'm going to, get poked in the finger with the pin. I'm going to, what am I going to do? Leave that and then maybe go and do something with the blue. Now I think I'm just going to do some stem stitch with this. Find my scissors. It will act as a bit of a thickener for the cotton, I think, because this one is a little bit thick. So I have a feeling it might be better if I just do it that way. So what do we got here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Unless I could do the blue in the big one and the pink in that one. That might work. If it doesn't, you just pick it out and off you go. Sometimes I have to think, am I doing the stem stitch right? But I think I am, because you've got to have the stitch on one side of the fabric, and then you just come up and make a little pinch of the fabric with the needle, like that. Doesn't matter if you go all the way through, and then just pull that, and it just slides right next door. Yeah, I like that. Don't know what I'm going to do for the angle bits. Haven't decided yet. I'm trying to think about, you don't always have to go to the traditional type way of colours, and I quite like the blue and the pink. So I just go back down there, and I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what Sally did with hers. I don't think I can get it up on my phone that quick. We'll just see. This one here. There we go. So turn that round. There's Sally's thing. So snowflake. I mean, she's obviously covering it up because she's using her hands to cut something. But you could see there in the beginning, if I just go back here, oops, there we go. That's a better picture. That I think she's done her pink all the way through and then done the pink on the side as well. And then she said she did some very light yellow on the edge. So that's good. All right. I will continue on with the blue up the top there before I come down. And I will probably just do one motion of stitch. And straight down there. That reminds me, my dog's scratching. He's got to go, he's got allergies, so he's got to go and get his cider point from the vets, and I keep forgetting to ring the vets. And it also has a thing at the end here, which I'm not going to do anything with at the moment. I'm just showing you my process of this here. And I wanted to say thank you very much for tuning in or coming in and watching my video. It's been a pleasure having you here. Oh, this is looking good. And I'm starting a project in 2026, which is a calendar from January to December. All goes well, I don't get stage fright or, you know, something like that, because I've never done anything like this before. But I'm sure I'll cope. I'm sure I'll be fine. I've got to have confidence in myself, which I do, but it's just, you know, when you've never done anything before, when it's new, it's a bit daunting. So there we go. So that's been done there. So I'm going to end that one, and let's see, oops, let's see what the pink one's going to do. Now, do I do this pink? I need to audition the colour, or do I do the other pink? Strangely enough, I do like the other pink. But that, oh, yeah, I said I was going to go pink in there, didn't I? So pink in there. Oh, get a little bit more out. Pink there. Where's my blue? Let's just audition the colour. So my project will start in January, once a month. That's all I can do at this stage. I've got too many projects already still need to be finished. And it gives time for people to just prepare themselves and not rush. I don't want you to rush. But I'm giving out all the prompts so you can get ready for each month. Or, you know, if you want to do the whole thing in 1 month, go for it. It's entirely your design of your calendar. Right. I don't know. This stands out quite well to the blue, but this is a bit more subtle pink. And I don't have any other pink in my collection, I don't think. I'm just going to have a look. And I've just thought of something as well. I'll just get it out while I am up. I've got some beads that I could put in the centre. We'll see what I've got. I think one of these will do perfect. But that's a bit too big. That goes for the little one. And I wonder if I can put a bead on every one here. I wonder if that will look okay, because they're quite tiny. So I could pop a clear bead on there. Yeah, that looks good. All right, let's get some more out. I don't know. I won't do them on that one, I don't think, but I still got to figure out what colour I want to do. So we'll audition them in my little cup. Oh. And what other pinks do I have? Now here we go. Look, I have this one here. I still think this is too light, so that can go back in the box. Or I've got this one here. Yep, this one I'll do. This one can go away. I'll put it away properly after. And I will have pink and blue. I'm going to have the pink down here and the blue up the top. Excuse me. Right, let's get some cutting done. So what was I talking about? My project. So if you want to know about it, then pop over to my obviously you're on my YouTube channel. Pop over on my playlist and you'll see it under Project 2026 or something like that. Right, so let's get rid of these beads. There's a pearly bead that would actually look lovely in the center. I don't think I've got pearls. I might do somewhere else. Oh, these are actually round. They actually might be better. But I do like the shape of those. I think I'll stick with those. These pearly beads are too big. They're quite nice, aren't they? But I don't actually have any pearls in this colour. Only these big whoppers. And these are oops. Oh, don't get lost in there. Oh, don't change over. These are pearly colour, but I don't think it's going to work. Yes, I do like it, but no, it's not going to work. So, I'll just put those away. These are great. Gosh, sometimes they're hard to get back in. I don't know what that's from. Something I cut up ages ago. Right, so, oh, there goes a bead. Let's put this one in. So we come all the way down the bottom here. And funny enough, I don't know why, but I think I might start at the wrong end. But I've got to turn my work all the way around just to do that. I know snowflakes are probably white, but I think sometimes it's just nice to do something a little bit different. I like the pink and the blue. Blue being just like the snow, and the pink, not quite sure about the pink, but something's there for the pink. And don't worry about the black because that'll all iron off later. So I'm just doing the sides. You're welcome to fast forward this little bit if you want to. And I'm coming up here. And down. I just want to show you what you could do if you wanted a different colour in your... Yeah, I like that. So that's good. All right, so that's that plan. Now the plan for my reindeer is this here. I don't know what's happened to my... All my pins have come off the bottom. I'm just trying to find some, so I have them all in the bottom of my bag. Let's get rid of those out the way. That can go in my bag. Now my reindeer, there's a stain here, but there was two of these here and there and there. So I unpicked those. And my reindeer, That might be his head. Or this one. Now these were fabrics I had years ago, years and years and years ago. And I did cut out Mr. Reindeer here. But I'm not sure, do I fold that over and go round and round and round, or do I just cut the circle and then just stitch it round? Not quite sure. Or maybe I put some interfacing on the back so it doesn't fray, and then cut that round. That can be for his body, and this could be for his head. All right, and I can't remember what else. Let's see. Let's have a quick look on Sally's other video, because I'm sure Mr. Reindeer is there somewhere. He is there, but I can't remember which prompt it's on. It might be this one here still. Let it snow. Oh, there's Mr. Reindeer being created. Oh, she's got stuck. So what's Sally doing? I think she's just going around and round on there. Probably the next video is what I need to do. Don't know what's happened there. Oh, it's probably the end. Let's go towards the end. Did we go see something here? Oh no, I think this is the same page. It is. I'm not sure now. I'll have to go back and have another look. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to tuck that in and make that a circle unless I clip it all. Maybe if I just give it a clip. And Mr. Reindeer's got to be up a certain way. I do have his paper somewhere. Where's Mr. Reindeer? That's the angel. Oh, here we go. Here's Mr. Reindeer. Obviously I cut his head out, and somehow I've cut his face out. I don't know where the paper is. Nope, that's not it. So I think it's that way down. All I've got to do is try and tuck under all of his body. It doesn't always work when you're doing applique because you get these little sticky out edges. So I'm at a loss as what I'm going to do. I'm just going to hop off stop the camera for a minute and have a think. I had to pre-print the reindeer for its head. So I'm thinking I don't want that because that's going to clash with the horns. So it's going to be this one here. I just have to cut his head out. I might paint, I might not paint, I might, what am I trying to say? I might embroider his ears on, just for something a little bit different. Okay, so let's just try and use this red. I think my red's got more ink in it than the black. You right there, sissy boy? He's after my biscuit, that's what he wants. So let's cut out the head. Just made a lovely fresh cup of tea. And the dogs want a biscuit, so they've had their biscuit. And somebody thinks, oh, did you do a little burpee? Right. So he's going to have to unfortunately come down because I can still see that. Maybe it would be all right. Right, let's just put that round here. Let's put his head there. That's not going to work, is it? What? Why is that bigger? Maybe my drawing's a bit smaller. It is. That's annoying. Well, he's just going to have to be a smaller reindeer. I'm not going to worry about it. So he's going to have legs there. I'm just drawing the legs. And he's... yeah, I have a bit bigger body. His head. Oops, his ear's going to go over that. And oh, don't forget his little tail. Don't forget his little tail. His feet. I'm not the best drawer. So there we go. That's my little reindeer. It's a bit hard doing it over that. That'll be all right. So there we go. So let's find some thread. And a needle. Just watching this YouTube, this video on Facebook. You know, I don't know, you get stuck. I was looking for the pattern for the reindeer, and I got stuck looking at Facebook. And there's this lady. She's just had her 6th baby, and she's had 5 girls, ranging from, you know, probably 16, 17. Down, and then she's just had the last child and it became a boy. How exciting is that for the family? The girls were going crazy. They were saying, oh my god, he's so cute. I had my 2 girls, and then I wanted a 3rd, and whatever the 3rd was, whether it was a boy or a girl, that was it. I was happy with just the 3. So I found out through ultrasound that I was having a boy, so I was a bit excited because I wanted to know what to do with the clothes of, you know, because I had the girls' clothes, whether to keep the girls' clothes or, you know, get rid of them. So that's what happened there. And so I got my boy, but I would have been happy with another girl. Would have been quite challenging because my 2 girls are challenging. They're you know, they're excited and they're quite a happy-go-lucky type of girl, or girls I should say. One's very headstrong, the other one's is more of an emotional type person, whereas I know I can count on my oldest for, you know, help when I need it, to figure things out. And then I think my other daughter, she is my emotional support as well, but she's just the funniest thing. She's always smiling and makes you laugh. So I'm just doing a little bit of a whip stitch thing, I think, going around here, just to tack it down. And I think later on, because there's no rush, I will come back and probably fill it in with more stitches around. I don't know what I'm going to do with about the tail. I don't even know what Sally's done with her tail. I'll have to go and have a look. And now, are you doing a reindeer, or have you chosen a different animal? I decided to do reindeers because sometimes it's just easier doing what other people are doing the same. And you are copying the pattern because they gave it to you, so there's nothing wrong with that. But you know, you make it your own. Oh, someone's got the itchies again. Oh, I keep forgetting I need to ring up the vets. Take him to go and get his cider point allergy needle. And I keep forgetting. I can hear you, Mr. Wiener. Those pins can come out and go back in the pin container because they're very sharp. And they stick in your fingers. Right, leaving that there like that. And, oops, going to get some more thread. Sometimes when I have thread, I just chop the whole 6 strands off, because I know eventually I will use those strands again. Especially when I want to do satin stitch around the deer, and I've got his legs to do. I don't know whether they're brown, but oh, that's not even, is it? Yeah, so I don't know whether I've got his legs to do or not. I don't know what type of stitching I'm going to do for that. Right, let's quickly go around the head, and then I'm just going to leave it here. Oh, I don't know what the next prompt is. This is number 12. I don't know what 13 is, but I found this piece here and I thought, you know what, I'm going to put that on there. So 13, I do not know. I haven't printed it out. So after this, I will go and print it out. And I've got to find a nose. Sally's used a sequin. I do not know what I'm going to use. I could actually use Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Had a very shiny nose. Well, let's just take the pin out. I think that's too small. It needs to go up one more higher. I think that's big enough. What do you think? It's hard to know, isn't it? I think that's the next size up. Let me have a bit of a scramble through my beads, but I do think that is the only next size up I've got, this one or that one. And I'm heading towards the big one. So that's, I'll put that in the top. Oops, ready to stitch on. These were in my sewing room in a basket I'd forgotten about, and I went, oh, brown. I don't do brown very much. I thought, I'll have you. You can come with me for the reindeer. Just stitching around the edge for now, just to get it down. And obviously I'll do a lot more stitching off camera, because I mean, let's face it, stitching on camera is very boring for you. Not for me, but for you it is. Hear that clock ticking away. Oops, got my other threads caught in there. Right, so that's the back, already stitched, ready to go to be finished off stitching. So I'm going to stitch that in there. I've got my bead, and I've just got to figure out about the tail and that, and I probably need to put something here for words, and I should have moved him over that way. And I probably should unpick, I might unpick this here, get rid of that one too. And then that's nice and flat. And then, don't know about words. If I can't fit the words in here, I will unpick them too. So it's just that one there left. All right, I will leave it here, and I'll be back with some more completion of 11 and 12. So I'm showing you where I'm up to now. I have gone away and finished my lead. It's snow, and I did it with quite a thick cotton. I don't think I've got it in here. Oh, here it is. So I did it with ecru, this colour. This wasn't mine. I don't know where it's come from. Made in France. And then I couldn't see the words, so I just cast over the stitches with that colour there. And the pink, I used this one here, and obviously I used that, and then I just stuck those down, my number, and I did the little beady things on the snowflake. So I'm really happy with that page. Let's move on to the reindeer, which I'm not sure about. I don't know about his neck. I'm okay with the legs and the tail. Maybe I have to do the tail with a bit of ribbon. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm a bit out of my comfort zone with the reindeer. I've got words to stick on, and I have them somewhere here. So I have this one, and then I realised I didn't put it in the capitals, so I'm not touching it. So that one will go there, and then they might even go together, actually, to be honest. I don't know why, I must have smudged. Oh no, that's his tail. And then the rest of the words I might even be able to just try and get that in there, you know, like that. And I can just, might be a bit too close. You fold that over. And then I made a boo-boo there, but I just can't worry about those things. I might be able to chop that bit off. Just go round. Chop some of the dots off. And I might be able to just leave it as a whole piece. I think that's what I will do. Let me find my red friction marker. I'm going to try and turn under. Might even just make that a bit of a thing. I don't know what a thing is. Bit of a shape. This doesn't work, I'll just do it again. We're on another day from the other time I left you to do my reindeer. So it's, what is today? Today is Wednesday. So we have, this is the last week of school that I work at, or work for, the Catholic Education Department. Maybe I'll just slightly tuck that under like that. Yep, and I might be able to just slightly tuck that under there as well. Might just come round. Same on this side. And maybe I don't need to tuck it under because it's probably just going to fit enough there. I've got to put the piece in the middle, so let's have a go at doing that, hey? Man, I'm very slow lately. I don't know whether my iron is low or something. I just feel tired all the time. I don't really have any get up and go. So if I did that, I could chop that a little tiny little bit more, and I'm liking that. So I'm going to get some pins, excuse me for leaning over. And I'm loving the fabric. And that's not even, but hey, I was just typing it out and thought, you know what, I'm just going to leave it. It is my project, and sometimes we just got to take it slow and accept the things that are happening. Otherwise I'll spend all day fussing about with it, and it doesn't need to be fussed about. It just needs to be put on. I mean, as long as it's not completely outrageously silly, it's just got to be put on and, you know, stitched down. That's 11. I'll move that over a tiny bit. That's obviously got to get tucked under there. I can bring that up a bit more. That looks better. I could have, if I go up further, what will happen? Sometimes you just got to keep playing with it. There, because the tail will go in there. So it's good to have it like that little bit bigger, because then you can cut down. There, that's better. That can go under there. We don't really want that up his butt, so we'll just chop that off. I'm sort of ready for Christmas. Right, good. Let's just leave it there. I know there's a big space between it, but it's mine. And I'm not bothered. Just got to let things go. So yes, I'm sort of ready. I did just start shopping the other day for Christmas ideas and presents, but I did it all on Amazon. No, not all of it. I did a lot of it on Amazon. I just hate the shops. They give me bad anxiety. Unless I know I've got to go to the shops for certain things, but I just don't like going, and it's exhausting. I find I come home and I'm actually knackered, drained to the point where I'm just tired and I need to sleep, just from going around all the different shops that I need to go to. It's just not my thing. Okay, this is the next one. So what I will do is just keep pinning this so I don't lose what I've got, and maybe I could do a tiny little bit of this. What am I going to stitch that with? I've got some lovely white. I'm not sure about the grass. I've got some of this fabric here that was Sally's. I don't know if you can see anything, probably not, in the whole time I've been videoing. Sorry about that. So I've just done that, and I'm just trying to put on the I did some grass, but I don't know, I think that's a bit silly. So maybe I can just put a little bit of this fabric down. I don't mind that. It takes away the thing. So let's just chop this off. And my reindeer probably lives in Australia, and it needs some grass to eat because it's hot. Right, so there we go. Fold that under there. Try not to have a raggedy edge, just want it flat. And that will just calm myself down because I don't actually like the grass part. I think I mixed the paint up a bit different, and I don't really know what I was doing. So that's what I like. I like that better. I don't know about his eyes, whether they're too far up or not too far enough down. I don't have anything to reference to. I can always unpick it and put it back on later. So I think this is where I'm going to leave you. All I'm going to do is go around here, maybe come back round a bit more there. And that is up to number 12. Thanks for watching.